Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy JELSON here, and today we're back at it with a brand new NBA video. And today is NBA Draft Day, and that's something I'm super excited for. I mean, this NBA Draft is something we're all excited for, especially in the NBA community, because guess what? Trades happen. New players go to places that people would have never expected. And there's one specific person I want to talk about in today's video that there's been reports that are just kind of crazy, and it makes literally no sense for other teams that are trying to trade for this person. And that person is Ben Simmons. Obviously, Ben Simmons is known as one of the best defenders in the NBA, all NBA defender, and, just a guy that will literally step up the defensive level of your team a whole bunch, just alone, himself. But his shooting is obviously lackluster, can't shoot free throws, passes up open layups for dunks, never gonna let that fly. But a guy that's a great defender, a all-star, borderline all-star player, depends on the season. And he didn't have a good playoff performance, so he's on the trade block. And Daryl Morey, the GM for the Philadelphia 76ers, is a genius most of the time. And I think he's pulling another genius move here because he's known for having a star player. If a star player wants out, or if a solid player wants out, he'll have the asking price super high, like ridiculously high, like we're seeing right now, and then meet somewhere in the middle. Then it seems like a good deal for the person, but really the trade that the team that traded for the player got fleeced low key. But anyway, there's two examples of trades here that I want to talk about that these teams ended up turning down for Ben Simmons. And the first one is the Spurs. And the Spurs were offered Ben Simmons, but the Sixers wanted 4 first-round picks, 3 pick swaps, and a young player. Now, I'm going to argue this real quick. Ben Simmons is barely worth 2 first-round picks and a young player. So, I don't see where 4 first-round picks, 3 pick swaps, and a young player comes in. Anyway, that's kind of an outrageous trade. And if I was the Spurs, I wouldn't just hang up the phone. I would literally block their phone number. It's actually a genuinely terrible trade for the Spurs. And it's like, okay, as I said, Daryl Morey is a genius. He's going to offer a lot just so someone can meet in the middle with him and he can still get that value. But the Sixers literally have no leverage. And like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Not trade him? They've already said that they want to trade him. Guess what? The morale in that city and that team around Ben Simmons is already at its all-time low. Ben Simmons doesn't want to play there, I bet. He wants to play there, because that's the team that drafted him. This team's been there for a long time. But I bet he doesn't want to play there anymore because of how the front office is treating him, how the fans are treating him, and all that. So they kind of have to trade Ben Simmons now. In my past video, I said that I don't think Ben Simmons is going to get traded this offseason. But now I genuinely think he has to be traded. I think there's no maybe in it for the Sixers anymore. Because if you keep Ben Simmons doesn't want to play there, I bet. Obviously, I don't know Ben Simmons, but if I was in Ben Simmons' shoes, I would just want to get out that piece. I would not want to be there anymore just because of the way they're treating Ben. So that's one example for the Spurs. And then another one I want to talk about is for the Raptors, and this one is even more ridiculous. I thought that the Spurs one was extremely ridiculous with 4 first-round picks, 3 pick swaps, and a young player. But guess what? It got worse. So with the Raptors, they offered Ben Simmons, but they wanted back Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, and the 4th overall pick. Yeah. I wasn't lying. That's not a lie. That's what they wanted. Okay, Kyle Lowry, all right? A guy that would fit perfectly on the 76ers, yeah. And people were saying, oh, what if they traded Kyle Lowry and a future first-round pick for Ben Simmons? Oh, that's a solid trade. Maybe throw in another, younger player. And, there you go. There's a Ben Simmons trade. But no. 76ers want Kyle Lowry. That'd be in a sign-in trade. They want OG Anunoby, Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet is a younger, player that is a starting caliber and could drop 20 on your head easily. Like, Fred VanVleet obviously has defensive issues, but he hustles, and you know who Fred VanVleet is. You know what he is. OG Anunoby, a young player, he has something, on the defensive end. He's great. On the offensive end, he can improve. Obviously he's a great young player. And then you know who Kyle Lowry is. Kyle Lowry is a veteran guy that's on the wrong side of 30, but hey, it is what it is. A guy that's valuable for that 76ers team. And then the 4th overall pick, which could probably get you Jalen Suggs, as I talked about yesterday. Or, Jonathan Kuminga, or guys like that. Like, why would the Raptors ever do this? Like, I just don't understand. The Raptors team would be left with Ben Simmons and Pascal Siakam. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. That team would be trash. Straight up garbage. So that's not going to happen for good reason. And the 76ers need to, slow their roll. Obviously, Daryl Morey probably knows what he's doing, as I've said. And who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Simmons gets traded tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded, in the next couple days. We'll see, though. But we all know who Ben Simmons is. We know that he's not worth all of these trade offers, and it's just, it's kind of wild. And we'll see, obviously, I said, what happens, but Daryl Morey, just no. Like, I understand what you're trying to do here, but you're going to scare off the trade, the teams that are trying to trade for him. They're just going to scare him off. They're not even going to want to deal with you. They're not going to deal with your ridiculous trade offers. They're not going to try to negotiate with you because Ben Simmons, albeit is a great defender, he's not a James Harden. As they said, they wanted a James Harden type deal for him. No, like, he's not James Harden. He's not that good. But yeah, that's been my video on 76ers and Ben Simmons. Obviously, NBA draft is today, so expect more videos. Probably a video tonight, like later tonight after the draft, or after the first round or whatever the case, and then probably another video before that. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy JELSON. JELSON out. Peace.